Okay. 2 years, just keep one project. 4 years, keep 2 projects. Just like 8 years, you mention latest 2 projects on DevOps, and then first 2 projects on your existing technology like QA. Okay. So this is the overall template you can work on, ideally like this. So I have a lot of templates. Okay, so I will send these templates to you. But whatever the template, your existing resume template is good, just follow that template and then follow these things. Okay, follow the same format of font, follow the same format of the background, but try to mention these things. Left side, right side, career objective, professional summary, technical skills, table, certifications, work experience, education qualification, projects. That's it. Okay, I'll send these templates to your all email IDs. Okay, I have some confidential information in these templates. I need to remove the actual person name, mobile number, email ID, and photographs, and all those things I'll remove, and then I'll share it with you. Okay, don't worry about the things, but remember these things. What I explained till now, you should remember these things and then follow that. Whatever the format you selected, just try to mention all these points. Okay, I'll share with you all these points. For example, let us discuss on Jenkins. Okay, so Jenkins is the major thing as part of DevOps and CI/CD, right? So you mentioned this point: extensive experience in configuring and managing CI/CD pipelines in automating software builds, testing, and deployment process. For example, let us copy this point and keep it here as part of professional summary. For example, randomly here. For example, randomly here. So you just bold this one, Jenkins CI/CD pipelines. Okay, and then mention at least 1 or 2 points in the projects. This one. Both points meaning is same, but just the sentence format, sentence structure is different. That's it. So here you are saying you know about Jenkins CI/CD pipelines, and here you are saying you designed and implemented in your project. That's the only difference. For example, here. So in project roles and responsibilities, you no need to bold it. Okay, here don't bold. Just keep the roles and responsibilities. So ideally, if you follow this template, to try to remember whatever the points I told you. And very important thing, you should know what you have written here. Okay, just spend at least 3 days to 1 week time on your resume. Daily add some points and ask yourself whether you know that already or not. Okay, so there is no limit on how many pages. Based on your experience, the resume length may become more. Okay, for example, even if you are 2 years experienced person, you should mention this professional summary and then this technical skills table and your certifications, work experience, education qualification in 2 pages. So even you are a fresher also, for example, you are a fresher, but you should not say, I don't know anything, right? You should say at least I learned DevOps and AWS with someone, just mention us if you are a fresher, and then mention the same thing, professional summary, technical skills, education qualification, certifications, work experience. So this itself is 2 pages. Okay. After that, projects. If you are a fresher also, 1 project, whatever you learned here, RoboShop, you can mention that if you are a fresher, then it will become 2 pages. Then 4 pages of resume, at least for a fresher profile. If you are a 2 years or 4 years experienced person, there will be 5 pages, 6 pages. It doesn't matter the number of pages. Okay, ideally it can be 6 pages. For example, this is 4 pages only. You can mention this as like 2 years experience or 3 years experience, 3 years experience person. This 4 pages has a lot of information. Okay, the HRs, they don't check number of pages. If you have 20 pages, it doesn't mean you are a super expert. Okay, so always what is the information they want, you should mention, and in a crispy manner. That's all. Okay, so in this file, I mentioned everything. These are the AWS things. Okay, so I have career objective, few points. I have Linux, few points, shell scripting, Git. So these are the things we taught you in the course. Okay, you can check this. These are the things we taught you. If you have practiced very well, then you will understand like these points you know already. Ansible, Jenkins, AWS IAM, VPC, security group and NACL, Route 53, EC2 services, RDS services, WAF and Shield, KMS, and few points on cost savings. Okay, how can you enable VPC endpoints? So using Terraform also you can save the cost by terminating the infrastructure whenever you don't want. Okay, so that is as part of cost savings. When it comes to AWS, three things matter. Provisioning of infrastructure through automation, that is one major point you should convince. And then you know the some security services like KMS, WAF and Shield, and IAM services, security group NACLs, and then you know how to save at least some cost of the AWS infrastructure. And this is the Terraform. We know how to develop the modules, how to create the resources, and then Docker and Kubernetes. You know these points, how to create Docker containers, how to create Kubernetes manifests, how to do Helm charts, and then ELK, you know how to install the ELK cluster, how can you create index, how can you check the log files through the Kibana, and then monitoring part, you know Prometheus and you know New Relic, how can you create dashboards in Grafana, all these things you know, and you know some deployment strategies like rolling update and then zero downtime. So try to mention these points, as I said. Okay, I'll share this definitely. I'll share all these points to your, I'll share whatever I discussed. I'll share this template. I'll share this resume points, and then I will share this resume formats as well. Okay, so just give me some time to remove the confidential information. So by tomorrow afternoon, you will get everything, whatever I discussed. Okay, I'll send email and I'll inform you in WhatsApp as well. Okay, so and after that, I'll conduct one more session on interview preparation. Like, so I have few live interviews recorded. I'll share with you. And then, so if you see, so I have updated some interview questions on Terraform, Docker, and Kubernetes here in our website. Okay, I will add more things here. Okay, so let us take few questions. Yeah, Vinay, you have some question. Prasanna Reddy. One second. You're speaking. Are you guys speaking? Just ping me a message. Sai Prasad.
Hi, hello.
Yeah,
So
hi.
my question is like, how do we match the job description and our resume? Like how to
Okay.
customize according to the job description and resume so that the ATS should accept our resume.
I don't think any DevOps and AWS engineer they will ask more than these things. This at least will cover 90% of the things. Okay. So any job description, you cannot match 100%.
Yeah.
So you can, if you are able to match 60 to 70%, then you are good.
Okay.
Because nobody knows everything. So what are their expectation is, if you are matching 60 to 70%, they ideally search for 100%. Obviously, it is not possible. If you are matching 60 to 70%, they will interview you and they will get a confirmation from you, like you don't know this technology, but you are able to learn and do it. So that is what the confidence they will test.
Okay. So the other question is like, most of the companies uses this ATS system, right? So how do we manipulate these ATS systems via our resume to click by the recruiter or HR?
See, your ATS experience, total experience may have your ATS. Okay.
Okay.
But if you want to go completely ATS as DevOps engineer, then obviously you should have you should have practice very well, and you need to do a lot of things. If you're
Yeah.
generally an average guy, so they have to go as 4 years on QA. For example, if you are working as a QA engineer, or if you are working as an L2 support engineer from last 8 years, so you should say first 4 years I was working as L2 support engineer. So later, as part of career upgrade and cross training in my company, I choose myself. Okay, I learned DevOps through internal trainings. I was like volunteer myself. Nobody asked you to upgrade, but so as part of your career upgrade, you got some self motivation, and you upgraded your skills to DevOps and cloud, and then you sent a request to the HR. So then they moved you to the DevOps and cloud technology.
Okay.
So from last 4 years, you are working in DevOps and cloud engineer. Okay.
Yeah.
So that is
Thank
how you should convince. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Prasanna Reddy, and then when I see no other questions, if you have any question, you can raise your hands. Krishna Pradeep.
Hi, Shiva.
Yeah. Hi.
Actually, my current designation is lead admin.
Okay.
So, should I mention the same or should I mention?
How much
my work?
experience?
I'm on 4 years.
Oh, just 4 years.
Yes.
Okay, so then it's your wish, right? So you cannot change your designation. You just in experience certificates, it is in pay slips everywhere, right?
Yes.
So you
So,
cannot change.
is that okay to keeping the same lead admin?
Is that okay? Means it's the only option. You cannot simply
Okay.
change your designation. They will ask you how you became lead in 4 years. Then you need to justify. If they gave you lead position in 4 years, then it means you have some real talent. Just they don't give simply as a lead admin,
No,
right?
no. Actually, 1 year back I got the
Yeah. So at the time
promotion.
of 3 years experience, if you become lead, then it means you have some talent to lead with less experience. That is a good thing, actually. You should not worry
Yes,
about
yes.
that. Okay.
Okay. So I can keep the same and I can say that okay.
Yeah.
I in past 1 year or 1.5 year I got chance to move to DevOps, so I did so and so like that, right?
The position is different, and then technology is different.
Okay.
Okay. You are lead admin. You are lead admin to what? It's nothing, right? For example, if you take the
Yes.
positions in TCS, the positions does not reflect your technology. There, the positions is assistant system engineer training, assistant system engineer, IT consultant. So like this.
No.
Okay, you
Yes.
no need to reflect the technology in your position. You can work in any technology. So every technology needs some specific skills for at least 50%. Apart from technology, you should have proper communication. You should know how to behave with your leader, how to behave with your manager, how to behave with your team members, and you should know how to cooperate with other teams. You should know how to behave with HR. So all these things are 50% matter. If you are a lead, you should know how to guide the team members.
Yeah.
Just by position of the lead, it doesn't mean they are your slaves, right? Team members are not our slaves. So they are
Yes.
depending on us. They are they have some hopes on us, like for a good mentorship, for a good guidance, all those things. So definitely you should have some command in a positive manner. So first thing you should convince HR as a leader is, I know how to guide my team members. I know how to solve the problems when they are stuck. I know how to support them.
Okay.
So I know how to get the task completed from them. I know how to command them in a positive manner. All these things you should convince the HR.
Okay. Thanks. Sure.
So then you are the real lead. Okay, just by working 8 to 10 years, 12 years in a DevOps continuously will not give you the lead position. Okay, so lead has some responsibility. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks.
Most welcome. Manju, you have some question?
Hello.
Yeah, hi.
Hi, bro. Good evening.
Good evening, bro.
Yeah. So, because I have only experience of QA, and so how can I switch like a QA to DevOps engineer for 1 year experience?
That's what I explained in this one hour session, bro. Just keep your profile for 1 year in DevOps. Why you want to switch within 1 year?
Yeah, because I'm interested in DevOps tools and technologies.
Okay, so first try
So
internally. Try internally in your company. Okay.
okay.
If that is not possible, then you can change the company. If you are changing the company, keep the complete 1 year experience on DevOps.
Okay. And one more important thing is that are you going to start any courses which are related to Jenkins, especially CI/CD pipeline?
Okay, so I hope you are from our Docker Kubernetes and then Terraform student. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll discuss later.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Venkata Karthik Reddy Gajulapalli.
Hi Shiva, how are
Yeah,
you?
hi. Yeah, I'm fine, bro. Thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm too good. So basically, I currently working from past 1.5 year as a DevOps engineer only
Very nice.
for KPMG. But my end client is KPMG. They have a lot of tools they are using. But one thing is previously I have been mentioned a fake experience and I placed over there and I am going through with that. So my contract is going to end on August 3rd. So I am looking for new opportunities and I would like to learn this Terraform and Kubernetes. So they are joined in this. But I prepared my resume as well as my LinkedIn profile today itself to fetch new jobs. So I would like to know, if not, if anyone is interrupting this, we will discuss more on this by sharing my resume on few other stuffs, maybe in person as well, maybe in separate call.
So you have followed all the things I explained now about the resume template, how you should keep. You followed.
Yeah, most of the things I already mentioned in the resume, but alignment is I need to change the alignment. That's it. Just few add-ons are there.
Yeah, this is my recommendation. So they will easily find what they want immediately. Okay.
Yeah.
This is my recommendation.
I followed these all. Mostly 90% I followed. Only 10% I need to modify. Depends on the right side and left side. These things I need to take care of that. But if I don't want to disturb other people's time as well.
So you message me separately.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank
sure.
you. So Prasanna Reddy, you're not able to speak. I can't hear you, Prasanna Reddy. Sheikh. Srinivas Reddy, app support.
Hi, Siva. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, bro. Thank you. How are you?
Good. Thank you. Siva, but for most of the questions you answered, I have a question like how much chances or percentage we do have to get calls for 3 months notice period? I mean, So I know that the things, but no, if I go with this any developer, no, so there are a lot of calls for developer. I hope we will get such calls for DevOps engineer also. So I just wanted to hear from you.
Actually, I have seen DevOps and DevOps and some cloud. Preferably, first-time learners they go with AWS, right? So I am just checking the DevOps and AWS is the only technology we have the maximum calls across the world, even in India, UK, US, or whatever, wherever it is. But thinking about the 3 months notice period, I cannot really comment. It is not the DevOps problem, right? It is the common problem of IT.
Right.
So there may be a lot of debate happening in LinkedIn about they should not keep 3 months. We should not lock the candidates. It's not a DevOps problem. So you should have some strategy. Just try more times. That's it. Okay.
Well, so we will say that the 60 days notice period, then we will extend for 15 days, blah, blah, something will happen.
Yeah, you follow some strategy.
Okay.
Few companies, they may really accept 3 months notice period. If they are not accepting, then you follow some strategy.
Okay, Siva. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, most welcome. So that's all the questions. Sheikh and Prasanna Reddy, I'm not able to hear you. You're not speaking. So no other questions from the candidates.
Hello.
Yeah. Hi, Sheikh.
Hello, Siva.
Yeah.
Recently, I have applied jobs in the past 1 month. That's I'm trying. I have worked as a automation tester previously. My designation in my payslip is showing software engineer, but scripts and is showing automation and testing. How to overcome this issue?
Okay,
Is there some,
so you can so while interviewing the HR, so they will not ask your pay slips, right? So so they will believe whatever you say. You just mention as DevOps engineer. Okay. So they will conduct the interviews. We hope you clear the interviews, and at the end you are at the documentation stage. You need to fill the current company position. So there just add the DevOps word to your position, or just keep the same position. So then they will ask you, your position is QA engineer, but you are saying you are a DevOps engineer, but you can just say, I was working in QA and then DevOps both. So I know how to configure DevOps. I know how to add the testing in DevOps pipelines. You know, right? How to add the testing in DevOps pipelines.
Yes.
So you are a Selenium tester. You are writing Selenium scripts. You know the commands to run the scripts. You just keep those commands in the Jenkins pipeline. So even you, for example, you are filling your position as QA engineer. Then you can debate with HR. So positions, I don't matter the position. Earlier I was in QA team. I was working in QA team and then DevOps team both. So they just gave me this position. That's it.
Okay.
You are able to cross the interview stage, then that's fine. So people, they don't worry about the positions.
Okay. I just prepare like this, before for QA environment, the developers, DevOps will assign us and they give environment. So I told like that as a DevOps, I'm working as a automation testing, but before getting the QA environment, I was able to work on these set up a QA environment for QA people, by running setting the CI/CD pipelines.
So whatever you can say, you can tell them. The advantage you have is two technologies. DevOps and then QA. You tell them I know both technologies. They cannot give us there is no DevOps QA engineer position in our company, so they just gave me QA engineer.
Okay.
So just try to convince somehow, because two technologies. If you know some concept, convincing the other side person is very easy if you are honest. I mean, DevOps and QA both.
Yes. Okay. And one more thingy, I'm applying for abroad also. I'm getting so very less calls. Can you give me some roadmap, how to approach for abroad countries? Recently, I have researched for Middle East. They asking for I have mentioned Arabic, so they or looking for Arabic people. So I get one call. Okay, but like Singapore and like Germany, how can we?
First thing, you should have proper experience in India. You should at least work for 6 months to 1 year in DevOps engineer. Later, daily morning 10 a.m. the target country time. For example, if you are targeting for Malaysia, 10 a.m. Malaysia time daily, go to the LinkedIn, apply, spend 1 hour to 2 hours, apply each and every position opening there. If you apply for 100 positions, you will get 5 responses. Out of 5 responses, they will schedule 2 interviews, and out of that you need to crack 1. So you need to repeat this process for 2 months. You will get the results on the first day or at the end of the second month. Okay, but you should keep trying 2 months or 3 months. So that's how the actual things will work if you want on-site position directly.
Yeah, okay. And like one more thing is like if you conduct any mock interviews and you send some videos like things like how
yeah, I'll share
we
live
can
interview recordings. You can, if you want mock into, just ping us, we will set up.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, most welcome. Satya Narayana BV.
Hi, Shiva, good evening.
Yeah, hi, good evening.
Yeah, I am your Terraform and Kubernetes student. And actually, I trained at one of the reputed institute in Bangalore. And they
Okay.
provided a resume also. And in that resume, they put only the project, like we provide software for electronic healthcare record software and practice management system to the healthcare industry. That's it only. And they don't put any other like what are the tools and technologies, and client is also not mentioned. It is okay for us. It is okay.
Ideally, if you follow this, so you are saying yourself they didn't mention anything.
Yes.
Then
yes.
how is it okay?
Yeah, okay.
Not okay. Try to follow this. If
Okay.
you feel a better resume more than a better resume than this, then definitely follow that one. Okay.
Okay.
If you feel this is good than your current template, then follow this. I
Okay.
don't say I'm the best. Okay, this is what I am doing and I am recommending. If you are not aware of anything about resume, if you have good understanding of resume and you know, if you have better formats and if you have better points than what I am providing, then definitely follow your process. You don't need to.
My intention is they put 5 years experience with only one project, like web and
No,
mobile
that's
application
not
for
good.
healthcare.
That's 5 years, at least 2 projects. 5 years, at least 2 projects. Okay.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Srinath.
Hi, Shiva.
Yeah, hi. Hi,
Good evening, and I would like to share one thing. My case is different. Like I have almost a total 9+ of years experience I'm carrying. So as a network engineer, I'm carrying 5+. So remaining part is 1.5 year is like Linux administrator, and remaining part is AWS with Linux. So now I am learning DevOps. In my past 1.5 year, last to 2021 to still now, I'm into AWS with Linux only. So in my experience, almost all 5 to 6 years network engineer. So when I go to the interview, so interview persons are asking, so you have almost 5 years of experience as a network engineer, but so how can we consider the AWS with DevOps? So they are asking me like this. So
okay, if I get a chance, I want to become like you. Because networking is the major part of IT tech.
Okay.
So entire software in one line is exchanging the data between computers.
Yes.
I have one laptop. There is a Facebook server. I'm doing facebook.com. So there is a lot of data exchange between my laptop to the Facebook server. So all this is happening because of networking.
Right.
So you know how the data center, how the subnetting, how the routes, route tables, firewalls, load balancers.
Yes.
And
yes.
you know many other things which even I don't know. So ideally I want to become network engineer earlier, but there was no chance. So
I'm a
if I am the interviewer, I will definitely consider your profile, because in DevOps also, while troubleshooting, What is the major part of troubleshooting? It is networking only, right?
Yeah, right.
So whether if the Jenkins job is failing, then it's clearly there is a communication error between Jenkins to another tool.
Right.
Jenkins is not able to contact Kubernetes cluster. Jenkins is not able to contact SonarQube server. Jenkins is not able to contact Nexus. Then you can clearly troubleshoot where the error is with your networking knowledge. Okay.
Yes.
So that's a big advantage for a DevOps engineer actually. And Linux administration experience also, that's a big advantage. So I can say entire IT technology are based on 4 pillars: operating systems. After operating system, Linux is the 99%, and then networking and programming language, and then storage, right?
Okay. Right.
So what you are doing, you are installing operating system in servers, you are communicating servers through networking, and you are running some softwares through some programming language, and you are storing the data into some storage. Either it can be files, or it can be files is also a data, DBMS is also a data, RDBMS is also a data, NoSQL is also a data, Redis, whatever, it's a data. So this DevOps and cloud, these are the some technology on top of these 4 pillars.
Okay.
It has few OS knowledge, it has few networking knowledge, it has few scripting knowledge, it has few storage knowledge. Okay, so this is on top of the core skills. If you know the basics, if you know the pillar part, then it is very easy for you. So you should just get some confidence. Keep 5 years as networking and convince other side person as networking as a big advantage. Okay. Maybe other side person, he is not a actual DevOps and cloud manager. Okay. So and then convince them last 4 years you are working as DevOps engineer.
Is it okay for me to put that much of experience as a DevOps and AWS cloud?
Yeah, definitely okay. If you say you are already a AWS engineer, you are
Yes.
already Linux administration, then what else is stopping you to keep 4 years experienced person? This DevOps is nothing to you actually, if you just think and concentrate.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, most welcome. So that's all the questions from all of you. Thanks for joining. I'll share to your email IDs everything whatever I discussed by tomorrow afternoon. This complete recorded video and the resume formats, and then this resume points, and then this template. Yeah, I just wrote it in AML, so to convince you can write anything about yourself in AML. Okay. Good night. Have a nice weekend. Bye bye. See you.